That's funny. This is a great image, and that very astute of you to observe that sky doesn't match the scene, because yeah, the sun's definitely coming from far camera right at a steep angle to the horizon, and that sun is just doing something else entirely. It seems like that sky was photoshopped in. I mean, I can't really enlarge the image much, but I feel my impression is that there's quite a bit photoshopped into the scene. I'll tell you the other thing that I think is going on. I think is that there's some passive fill going on with our two little characters there, and the reason being is that the white balance on them is entirely different than the warmth of the sun. And so if we had, I'm not passive, I'm sorry, active, because if we had passive fill, you know, if we had a reflector to camera left off screen, it would be reflecting warm light back onto them. And this is very cold compared to this warm light. So I think there's an extra light coming onto them, but I think it's electronic. I think it's like a flash, maybe it's a speed light, like up on a stand or something that we can't see, just coming right down on them. It's hard to say. I don't see really hard shadows, so it's got to be diffused, you know, so it's tricky. But I think that there's at least two legitimate light sources, and yeah, then that photoshopped sky. Great image. This is a really tricky one. Really nice job. Should have cited the text in the lecture. That's always required for research questions unless specifically otherwise stated. You'll be happy to know, though, that in assignment 2 this week, there are no citations required for your write-up. Anyways, great job. Really tricky choice here. This is really an interesting image. Thank you, Brandy.